Hey, I wanted to come on here and talk about I keep seeing these videos of people getting sick while riding in Teslas. And what it is EVs have a thing called regenerative braking. And for those that don't know, I own a Rivian, as you can see here. So this is my truck. It's a Rivian R1T, and just like Tesla, it has regenerative braking because it's an electric vehicle. And learning to drive these is a little bit differently because they have a thing called one pedal driving. And on most EVs, you can't turn this off completely. You can turn it down, but you can't turn it off. And so what that is typically in a normal car, you let off the gas and it kind of coasts, and then you have to apply the brakes to slow down. In an EV, you don't have to apply the brakes. As soon as you let off that gas, it starts slowing down on its own. So what's happening is people who aren't being careful with the throttle, you kind of have to feather it like you do like an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. You feather the throttle to control your speed and whatnot. It's the same thing in an electric vehicle, and you have to feather that throttle so that you're not jerking people around. And it takes some getting used to, I'm not going to lie. The other thing that electric vehicles can cause some serious motion sickness on is acceleration. Normal vehicles, your everyday gas vehicles, go from 0 to 60 in, I don't know what, typically about 5 seconds for most cars, unless it's a sports car high performance of some sort. My Rivian goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat. And so when I first was playing around with that, obviously, you're excited to drive it. You're like, oh, I'm going to go from 0 to 60 as many times as I can, right? After about the second or third time, it starts to kind of make you dizzy because it's unnaturally fast. And so I always have to, if I'm doing it, like my son will occasionally ask me, be like, go fast, go fast, go fast. And so I have to make sure his head is back, and we have to like prepare for it, because otherwise it will whip you back in your seat and it will hurt your neck. And so that's just something I wanted to touch on real quick. If you have any other questions about electric vehicles or Rivian specifically, I am going to be doing a YouTube video this weekend, I hope. Um, I've had my Rivian now officially for 6 months, and I have been loving it. There's been some issues, and so I'll be discussing those, and I'll do like a little highlight reel here on TikTok. But yes, if you have any EV questions or specifically Rivian questions, let me know.